All right, so I'm pretty sure we all got hungry after watching that video. We learned so much about Japanese food through that presentation. Okay, so we proceed now to our next presentation. Okay, our next presenter is a licensed caregiver, a social worker, and a psychiatric social worker in Japan. He is also passionate to share about dementia care knowledge to the world. That's why he stayed in Manila, Philippines to teach the Japanese style of caregiving to Filipino care workers. He's also one of the pastors of the Dementia Care Expert Examination 1 that was held last December 2020 in Manila, Philippines. To discuss the topic, Healthy Aging with Happiness Diet, let us all welcome Mr. Junichi Jack Fukui.
Hi, good evening. Greeting from Japan. I heard that people in South of Asia are interested in the relationship between Japanese diet and long life, so that I choose these topics, healthy aging with happiness diet. Let me introduce myself. My name is Junichi Fukui. You can call me Jack. I'm a certified care worker, social worker, and mental health social worker, and also dementia care expert. I'm a professional in the field of social work and caregiving for the elderly. And also, I'm a certified food and lifestyle advisor, which is a specialist of nutrition and diet. Aside from that, I'm a sushi chef. I used to work in Japanese restaurant in the USA as a sushi chef. So since then, making sushi is one of my hobbies. Okay, this is a little special service for you. I will share my way to make a roll sushi. This is a California roll. And please watch this video, short movie. Actually, the making California roll sushi is very easy. So just follow this way. Okay, let me talk about the life expectancy rate for Japanese and Filipino. Look at this slide. Japanese life expectancy rate is 84.2 years. On the other hand, Filipino is only 17.4 years. According to the data from WHO in 2019. So why Filipino has less length of life compared with Japanese? 14 years less. Why Filipinos? I believe one of the possibility is food. So Filipino food are tasty, but a little bit oily and meaty. So actually, this is the Filipino typical breakfast. It's tasty, but we are vegetable. Only rice, meat, eggs, no vegetable. This is a typical Filipino lunch. Yeah, it's very delicious, but no vegetable. Many of the time, wow, full of carbohydrate. I worked in the Filipino company for 10 years. At the very beginning, I was really shocked because Filipino coworker look like always eating. Breakfast, merienda time, lunch, merienda time, and dinner. Okay, and then the Filipinos cannot celebrate without lechon. And also the Filipino love sweet beverage and snacks. Okay, Coca-Cola or Starbucks coffee, Halo Halo, Tolon. They are so tasty, but a lot of sugar. So, by the way, can you make a pancake? Yes, I believe that most of you can make the pancake because it's a simple process. So when you make a pancake, you prepare for the ingredient for pancake, right? So you prepare the sugar and the flour, the butter, and the eggs. And then mixing with all the ingredient and bake the pancake. Yeah, that's all. It is very simple. But if you don't know what the pancake is and prepare for the long ingredient like the salt instead of sugar, potato starch instead of flour, cooking oil instead of butter, and fish eggs instead of eggs. Well, what kind of pancake would be made? Maybe weird pancake, right? Because these are the long ingredient. Ingredients seemed similar, but finished dishes is totally different from a pancake. Let me consider our body as a pancake. If you eat long food, what kind of body would be made? Maybe weird body will be made. Do you take proper ingredient for your body? We should take a nutritious food for our body. By the way, can you distinguish between the good food and the bad food? Because our body is composed of what we eat. Look at this. Actually, when I lived in the USA, I was a little bit chubby. No matter how much I ate at the time, I felt always hungry. Why? Because I suffered from malnutrition. My body seeks for nutrition, not bad food. That's why I couldn't stop my appetite. I always eat the junk food or, went to the, fast food. Then that time, about more than 80 kilogram. But after, studying the nutrition and the proper diet, I naturally reduced my weight. Okay. All right. Please watch this TV commercial for sports gym in Japan. Okay, actually, this sports gym is very famous in Japan. So trainer is so strict, and they give the instruction of exercise as well as the diet advice. That's why after several months, the participant can change the body dramatically. So your body is composed of what you eat. Okay, so This is one of my friend. The old picture. She used to be very chubby, but she studied the nutrition and the diet. Then she reduced her weight. She's also my friend. You know, that time she was very, very heavy, but after, you know, the taking the proper nutrition and the diet, she reduced her weight. Okay. So now you understand how important, you know, food is. So you should choose the good food and control the amount of the bad food. Okay, because if you don't eat any bad food, maybe it is a little bit stressful, right? So you should control the amount of the bad food. But if you don't know what is a good food and bad food, you cannot control it. So today I will give you the tips of the happiness diet, composed of the good food for healthy aging. So there are 3 tips for healthy aging with good food. It's very simple. Number 1, drinking water. Number 2, take well-balanced nutrition. And number 3, just continue number 1 and number 2. Just continue. Okay, so first, drinking water. Why drinking water is very important? Because 60% of our body is water. For children, 70% of water. Even for the elderly, you know, 50% of their body is water. So let me assume your body as water bucket. Okay, water bucket. When you drink water, you pour water into your water bucket. That is drinking. If you put water more than 60%, it is overflowing. So you need to drain water, which is urinate. Okay, urinate. So without thinking, without consciousness, your body controls the level of water by drinking and urinating. So when you pour water and drain water properly, the water inside the body is clean, just like a clean swimming pool. On the other hand, if you don't drink water, and you can't drain water from your body because you have to keep the water inside the body at least 60%. Otherwise, you will be dehydrated. When you are thirsty or mouth inside is dry, meaning 2% of your water already be out. If you lose 10% of water, you are very at risk. So, no matter how dirty and smelly your water is, you need to keep the certain level of water inside your body, just like a dirty swimming pool. Okay? So, do you want to swim in a dirty swimming pool? Of course not. It would affect the body. Same as water inside the body. Okay? If the water inside the body is dirty, it would affect your body from inside. Okay? So, how we can keep our water clean? Okay? How much water should we take? This is one of the, you know, the proper amount. 50 milliliter times of your weight is the ideal amount. Okay? So, my weight, okay, let me assume my weight is 70 kilogram. So, I should drink 3,500 milliliter of water. Okay? Only water, not coffee or tea. Because we are, you know, our body, 60% of our body is composed of water, not tea or not coffee. Okay? Drinking the water is a very, very important. Okay? Okay, the tips number 2, take well-balanced nutrition. 40% of our body is food. I mean the nutrition. Okay. Have you heard 7 components of nutrition? In order to live a healthy life, these 7 nutrition are indispensable. First, carbohydrate, like rice, bread, noodle. Okay. Number 2, second is a protein, meat or milk or beans. Okay. Third are fat. Okay. Fat is also used for energy and material of hormone, and also it is used for the cell membrane. Number 4 is vitamin. Number 5 is a mineral. Number 6 is dietary fiber. And then last one, number 7 is phytonutrient. Okay, phytonutrient. Phytonutrient also very important to absorb active oxygen. So aging is, aging is to rust your body. Rusting body is aging. Okay, when it comes to the body. Okay, when it comes to the body. So when you breathe and absorb oxygen, 2% of it become active oxygen. Active oxygen will make your body rusty. But phytonutrient can prevent our body to be rusty, which means that the phytonutrient help you to stay younger. Okay, let me explain what is these 7 component of nutrition. Let me assume your body like a car. So 60% of your body is water, right? Water. And 40% is nutrition. First, protein, fat. Okay. Then when you drive a car, you need a gasoline. So you should go to gas station. Okay. The gasoline is like a carbohydrate. Okay, carbohydrate. Put the gasoline into your car, into your body. Okay. Then you can drive, but look at this. You need the engine oil. Without engine oil, you can't drive smoothly, right? You put the engine oil. What is the engine oil in your body? So vitamin and mineral and dietary fiber is like your engine oil. So you put the engine oil into your body. Then you can drive. But this is a very, fashionable car. There is no, the share. So a lot of the UV radiation, and then you smoke, and then jeepney pass by. So there are a lot of harmful, environment. Then you almost die because of these harmful, element. But phytonutrient to protect your body. So now you can see we need a well-balanced nutrition. If you take only carbohydrate or only, vitamin or only protein, it's not enough. We should take a well-balanced nutrition. Okay, let me explain one by one. First, carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is like this: spaghetti or rice or pizza or the bread. So most of the people actually at the present time, most of the people put a lot of gasoline too much and overflowing out of your body. extra gasoline become a fat and would cause lifestyle disease such as diabetes or high blood pressure and hyperlipidemia. So white sugar and white rice and white flour are easily become glucose. Okay? So for our lifestyle, it is very important to reduce carbohydrate, especially glucose. So why don't you change? Instead of the Coca-Cola, you should drink the natural juice. Or you should eat the banana or, the sweet potato. And then instead of the white rice, how about the brown rice and the brown bread? It's much better than the white rice and white bread. The second is the protein. Okay. I told you that aside from the water, 50% of the component of our body is protein, the nutrition. So many people misunderstand that the protein is only used for masculine, but it is used for our body, such as the internal organ, the brain, and blood, hormone, enzyme, etc. Protein named after the most important in Greek language. The order to use protein is to give the most important part of our body, such as the internal organ, large and small intestine, stomach, liver, or kidney, and the heart. Next is to use the protein for repair of damaged DNA. And actually, our DNA always are damaged by UV ray. Ultramagnetic wave damaged DNA will create the cancer and the aging. How many times the DNA repaired? Up to 500,000 times per cell per day. So protein is used to repair the damaged DNA. Number 3 is the material of the endocrine system, such as hormone. Number 4 is the muscular system. And the last one is to be used for external part of the body, such as the hair, nail, and the mucous membrane. So brain is more important than your hair, right? So that's why this is the order how to use the protein. If you lack protein, your body cannot afford to use for the external part of your body. That's why the skin deteriorate or the hair easily fall because of lack of protein. So how much protein should you take? The ideal amount is 1/1000 of your weight. If your weight is 70 kilograms, you should take 70 grams of protein a day. So this is the example. So an egg contains 7 grams of protein. So you should take 10 eggs per day. But can you eat 10 eggs per day? It's it's not good, right? So actually, there are 2 types of protein: the animal protein and the plant protein. Best ratio is 1:2. Ideal ratio is 1:2. 1 animal protein and 2 vegetable protein. So the protein is composed of the 20 amino acids. There are 2 types of amino acid: necessary amino acid and non-necessary amino acid. Necessary amino acid cannot be produced inside the body, so we have to take it from food. Let me assume protein like a water bucket again. And each of bird is amino acid. If 20 birds are well balanced, you can create a protein well. But if the bird doesn't have the same level, some higher but some lower, you can't create the protein properly, and leaking from the lower height of amino acid board. So it's useless. So you should take the well-balanced protein amino acid level. So how you can take the vegetable protein from daily meal, like a tofu or mongo, it's good, contains a good protein. Or green soybean, the sesame seed, fermented soybeans. We call it natto. Okay, natto. Japanese love to eat beans. This is, I think the one of the secret for long life. And then number 3 is the fat and oil. There are 3 types of the fat and oil: animal fat, vegetable fat and oil, and fish oil. So, fish has a lower temperature than the human body. Okay, but the domestic animal have a higher temperature than human body. Meaning, when you eat the animal fat, it would be solidified inside the body because human has lower body temperature than domestic animals. On the other hand, fish has a lower temperature than human body. That's why the fish oil cannot be solidified inside your body, and it can help make your blood flow smoothly. Like this. Fish oil melt down cholesterol in the blood vessel. Cholesterol stick to the blood vessel and block it, and it causes many problems. But the fish oil will soften blood vessel and help to clean the cholesterol stuck to the blood vessel. So the fat and oil are indispensable for your body, but don't use and take in bad oil like used oil. Oxidized oil make your body rusty and oxidize, which means that it would promote aging, and it causes some problem, body problem. So we should use the good oil like fish oil or olive oil or coconut oil. Number 4 is the dietary fiber. Dietary fiber helps clean your body. Okay, like this. If you take the dietary fiber-rich food, your stool will have fiber strength and will get bigger because the fiber absorbs the water. Like this, make it bigger and with hair. Then dietary fiber clean the intestine, large intestine, and help the intestine absorb the nutrition more effectively and prevent constipation. Like this. So these vegetables and fruits are high fiber food, like banana, apple, strawberry, kiwi, avocado, buttocks, and sweet potato, cabbage, okra, and shimeji, the mushroom. And then in order to encourage the bowel movement, an abdominal muscle is effective. It is, clockwise. Okay. And then number 5 and number 6 is vitamin and mineral. So vitamin and mineral work together. Okay, let me assume your body as a water bucket. The water bucket is made of the different board of the vitamin and the mineral, like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, okay? And then if you take the well-balanced meal every day, the nutrients are kept inside your body, like this. Nutrition are kept inside the body, which means that it is very healthy. But if the meals are not well balanced, the nutrition would leak out of the body. That's why if you take the specific vitamin and the mineral only, like I'm taking the vitamin C or taking the calcium, it is less effective. So we should take the well-balanced vitamin and mineral. Look at this, slide, okay? Useless. So, which means that it is a poor health. Okay, the last one is a phytonutrient. So, plant produce phytonutrient as a defense mechanism to protect themselves from bugs or UV radiation, and other threats. UV radiation is harmful for plant. But the plant, of course, plant cannot move, cannot escape from the UV light, cannot go to the inside the house, right? They have to be exposed to something harmful because they cannot move. That's why they produce a phytonutrient to protect themselves, to absorb or UV radiation. And also something harmful. So produce the phytonutrient to protect themselves. Okay, fortunately, phytonutrients are also helpful for human. Taking proper phytonutrient can help you become younger, like this. So then colorful fruit and vegetable contain the good phytonutrient. Based on the color that fruit and the vegetable are, phytonutrients become effective differently. Like white, it's good for bone health. Yellow, it's good for vision health. Red is good for heart health. Purple is good for brain health. And green is good for circular health. So that's why your meal should be colorful. Yeah, should be colorful. Look at this picture. This is a typical Japanese breakfast. Looks very colorful, right? And nutrition balance is very good. There is a carbohydrate, rice is a carbohydrate, and then protein is eggs, and then the beans. And there is a vegetable or pickles, the vitamin and the mineral and the phytonutrient dietary fiber. It is a very well balanced food. Or this is the lunch. This is also very colorful and well balanced nutrition. This is also good. We love the grilled fish. It has fish oil, good fish oil. I will give you another example. Actually, I went back to Japan this month, and I was quarantined at the hotel for 3 days. But the Japanese government is so generous. They provide free accommodation and free meals for 3 days. Then every mealtime, I took the picture of the food. This is the first day, day one, breakfast and lunch and dinner. Look at this. Every time come to with, meal come to with the vegetable, and it looks colorful. Day two, very colorful and with vegetable, good protein and then carbohydrate. Of course, the vitamin and the mineral, the dietary fiber and the phytonutrient. Day three, this. So, of course, I don't like to be the isolated quantity, but I enjoy the meal. I enjoy the free, delicious meal. So so actually, I appreciate the Japanese government. Thank you very much, Japanese government. All right, this is the last tip. The continue number 1 and number 2. Okay, this is a question. Look at this picture. So, what do you think? Are they father and son? What do you think? Actually, they are twins. One is taking the well-balanced nutrition. The other one doesn't care nutrition. As a result, you can see totally different, right? But they are twins. Originally same genes, but appearance totally different. Like this. She is a Japanese lady. Can you guess how old is she? How old? At the time, she is 68 years old. Can you imagine? If you take a well-balanced nutrition and follow my 3 tips, drinking water and taking well-balanced nutrition continuously, you can, age happily and then healthy. So let's start happiness diet. If you have a happiness diet every day, you will age healthily and happily. Okay? Yeah, that's all. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Jack Foucault, for your very colorful presentation. And it was also an interesting one. And we have learned a lot about your topic. Thank you so much.